Hey everyone, welcome to the latest episode of Soul's Unboxing. If you'd like to know what toys collectibles we'll be unboxing next, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell button. You've all seen me unbox many different toys and collectibles like Transformers, Gundam, etc. There's also one series that I've been collecting for so long, but I'm quite reluctant to make unboxing videos or even open them to play with, and with a good reason. Until now. This is what we'll be unboxing this week. Saint-Cloth Myth EX, Goddess Athena, and Saori Kido Divine Saga Premium Set. But first, let's talk about this long-running series, Saint Seiya. Saint Seiya, or Knights of the Zodiac, started as a Japanese manga series written and illustrated by legendary Masami Kurumada in 1985. It's about a teenage orphan named Seiya who was on a quest to find his long-lost sister, and eventually got involved in winning his bronze cloth based on the Greek mythologies and constellations, and destined to fight alongside the Olympian war goddess Athena and other comrades against the 12 gold saints derived from the zodiac signs, all the way to Poseidon and Hades. Although the manga series was finished a long time ago, the franchise has spawned into TV series, animated movies, many spin-offs by different authors, CG movies, and even live-action ones, not to mention endless toys and collectibles. Just like any long-running series, some of them, they did pretty good, while others were just so-so. But it's truly that I grew up with the series. As for the toys and collectibles, they've come a long way before we see what we can purchase today. Long after the airing of the TV series in 1986, we saw the first toys of the Saint Seiya series that helped shape today's Saint-Cloth Myth. The toys contained the main body of the character, armor pieces, and an object piece to recreate their constellation forms. The armor pieces were made of alloy metal, and you could put the armor pieces on the character one by one via the packs on the inside. But because you're inserting metal armor pieces onto the plastic character body, the armor will fall off easily, especially when the toys had been stored for several years. The characters may look a bit clumsy, but their constellation forms look pretty comic and animation accurate, and that's the best we could afford and get at that time. Fast forward to 2003, then Bandai released a whole new series called Saint-Cloth Myth, which highlighted fully articulated figures, close to wearable armor pieces similar to how they represented in TV series, and even more accurately reproduced characters and constellation forms. They wanted to replicate the moments when the figures actually wore the armor on instead of inserting into the holes, so at least when we wanted to display just the figures alone, no holes will be seen. Different characters across the whole Saint Seiya universe were slowly added to the lineup, including the bronze, silver, and gold saints, sea generals from Poseidon's army, supplies from Hades' army, Nordic mythology, and even the gods and goddesses themselves. Just when we thought we've seen and gotten the best, Bandai Namco gave us something even more. Aptly named Saint-Cloth Myth EX, this series features redesigned figure frames with even better and more accurate proportions, better articulations, and some even have metallic joints called the EX metal body for sturdier posing and better playability. This Divine Saga Premium Set is the latest creation. Let's check out the packaging first. This is by far one of the largest boxes I've ever seen or bought in any of the Saint-Cloth series, and it has a very nice and clean white box wrapped all the contents inside. The other one, this big, is the Saint-Cloth Myth EX Gemini Saga Godcloth Saga Premium Set. Yeah, it's always a mouthful. You see the illustrations of Athena and Saori Kido in both normal dress and Athena's sacred cloth. And we'll see very shortly why we're given such a huge, elegant box. On the side, we have two different looks of Athena/Saori. Even just displaying the box is nice enough. On the back, we have very detailed descriptions of what's included inside the box, including 2 different forms of the goddess, as well as Athena's object form that resembles her statue, with one hand holding the shield and the other with the Nike transformed into a cane, which signifies as the goddess of victory, not to be mistaken as your pair of sneakers at home. We can also see some suggested textbook poses, so we know how to pose nicely and properly. Just the pictures and illustrations won't do Athena justice, so let's take out everything and examine closely. Just give me a moment. Oh my, here we go. The struggle is real. They further divided into 2 smaller boxes, one for Saori Kido and the other one for Goddess Athena. At least they're kind enough to separate the 2. So let's change the perspective and look at each box one by one. We'll be right back. Okay, so let's start with Saori first. Let me take the trays out. So it includes Saori figure. Oops, kind of like naked. Hopefully I won't get sued or anything. And then her normal white dress, some spare hand parts for posing, including one for praying, and also replacement hair part. This one for recreating the epic praying scenes. She also comes with accessories like her hair ornament, armband, and belt, all plated and detachable. And here's the throne, disassembled for now, that you can place her in seated position. Not too fancy, oops, but it's just one of the 3 forms we can reproduce if you count the object form as well. Now, that's the main one that we'll talk about. Just let me pack this away first. So you may be wondering, where the heck are her faces? Now this one, it features a much bigger box. That means it's housing more parts inside, including her faces. Again, let me just take out the trays first. Too many trays. Okay, so we have another Saori figure, or we should say Athena in this form, and some of the armor parts from Athena's sacred cloth. This is the new EX female body, and as you can see, the elbow and knee joints are made of metal. So it looks like Terminator now. Anyways, if Bandai is going to renew the other female characters like Chameleon Janet, Eagle Marine, Mermaid Thetis, or even Polaris Hilda, this is what they'll be basing on. We have, here we go, 3 other interchangeable face expressions, including shouting, smiling ear, and also the closed eyes. And we have some hair part to exchange when we put the sacred cloth parts on. Same as the Saori box, this one contains some spare hand parts too, but they have the armor pre-attached, which means they are just for Athena form. Now let's have a closer look at the armor part. This is the thing that I should give Bandai Namco credits on, as they've done a very good job to make the plated parts as shiny as possible. Many of the parts are made of metal, like this one, the shoulder, or the arm and leg armors, even though there's still some plastic ones like the wings on the sacred cloth. But they won't look too awkward when you put everything together. Even the color separation on the armor pieces, they look distinctive. So far, I don't see any color going beyond the border. Now let's look at this tray. It contains more armor pieces plus the core of the object frame for you to recreate the sacred cloth form. We also have the Aegis shield and 2 Nike canes, so both Athena and Saori can hold at the same time. And we have 1 extra tray in here to house the wings and the bottom part of the sacred cloth, as they're bulky and can't be flattened. Oh, and don't forget the designated pedestal that you can change the emblems in the middle. One difficult thing I found to truly take care of the Saint Seiya collectibles is the oxidization problem. Because the armor pieces are made of different types of alloy metals, they are all subject to oxidization over time, especially if you live in areas with high humidity or too much sunlight. What will happen to them is they will lose the luster, and sometimes with irreversible stains. This is more apparent with older Saint Seiya collectibles. Especially this Divine Saga premium set costs a whopping 32,000 yen before tax, which is even more expensive than the Sagittarius Seiya Gold 24, Gemini Saga Gold 24, Sea Emperor Poseidon Imperial Throne set, or the previously mentioned Gemini Saga Gold Cloth Saga premium set. So you may really want to store such expensive collectibles in places that are generally drier and away from sun, so hopefully they'll oxidize much slower. So that's it for this episode of Souls Unboxing. If you enjoyed this unboxing video, please give us a thumbs up and leave your comments below. Like I've mentioned a while ago, I've been collecting the Saint Seiya collectibles for quite some time, and most of them are in mint conditions because I don't want them to oxidize too quickly or fingerprint them. That's why gloves. But I may as well pick a few to do some unboxing in the future, so stay tuned. See you all next time.